All right, we're heading out tomorrow. I have to finalize a few things before we go. No games and no stunts. Otherwise, I promise you're gonna see a whole different side of me.
Likewise. Fake IDs. It's a good start. But there's some things you can't fake. And there's some things you can't hide. Know what I mean?
How high's your threshold for pain?
You sure you don't want a sedative? We're gonna go into the night.
C-130? What do they want us to parachute out of this thing?
This guy called in a favor to the Air Force. It's not like we can be flying commercial, you know?
If you're successful with obtaining SCYLLA, you'll not only avoid jail time, but you could take great pride in knowing you helped dismantle this country's greatest threat to its own democracy. If you're killed while doing so, a proper funeral will be provided. But if you try to escape, you will have no funeral. You will have nothing, and you will be apprehended and buried where we find you. I sincerely hope we understand each other.
You better hold up your end of the deal.
As far as the general public is concerned, you're being detained in a supermax facility somewhere in the United States. So to avoid any messy explanations, to stay off the company's radar, you need to keep your heads down and your ears open. Provided cell phones, clothing, and toiletries, all the basic necessities to get you up and running.
Hey, you patted these guys on before you let them in, right? Because I can't be getting shanked or shipped.
Who's this?
This is Roland Glenn. He'll be assisting you.
We've already got our team.
No, Scofield. See, this is my team. And Roland's working off a sentence just like the rest of you. In fact, with the amount of security that's going to be around SCYLLA, Roland's expertise will be a necessity. So, there's no more questions. Let's get to work on finding SCYLLA.
What about that second step? What about the break-in?
You let me worry about step 2, okay? You just worry about finding SCYLLA.
I've got an idea where to start.
That's excellent, Alexander. See? There's a man who's thinking. All right, let's let these men get to work. Good luck to all of us.
All right, let's get to work.
Whistler's assignment was to drop off this data card, this SCYLLA, to a company executive, someone he referred to as the card holder, and his job was to protect it, to keep it safe. Now, I didn't see who he was, but I got a look at his driver.
His driver? You want to sketch this guy's face and match it up to 10 million people in Los Angeles? Well, that's just great.
I saw more than just the guy's face. All the drivers were hanging around, talking shop, but this guy, he was standing by himself, legs apart, hands behind his back. At rest, he's former military. His car rides a little lower than the rest of them. Probably signifies private security, weighed down by bulletproof siding. His suit, you don't buy a suit like that on a cop's salary or pulling weekend gigs as a driver. That means he's full-time, he's highly paid. You ask our friend, Mr. Self, to run tax records of 45 to 55-year-old white males in Los Angeles, drawing a military pension and taking 6 figures from a private security company. And you narrow your field from 10 million till about 50. And then I can pick the guy out from there. Find the driver, you find the card holder. Nice to work with Homeland. The FBI would take days to gather this intel.
Well, the FBI should have hired me, because I could have gotten whatever info you wanted in 25 minutes tops.
You're some kind of hacker?
I designed silicon lithography for personal gain.
He's an identity thief.
He's a douche. Hey, why don't you sit in the corner, and we'll get you when we need you.
This is him. That's the driver. Now what?
Well, he takes us to the card holder, and the card holder takes us to SCYLLA.
Mi familia me rechaza como si fuera fuego y llueve casi todos los días, a menos que me muera de hambre bajo el sol. Oh, necesito que alguien diga